Hello, folks. It is me. I'm Biggy, and I'm back. And this is Let's Play Arcanum of Steamworks and Magic's Obscura. When we last left off, yeah, we went into a bit of more. We did some morally questionable things by betraying a bunch of people and stuff. But that being said, we've basically looted this whole area already. There's nothing left for us at the crash site. We're a little bit over encumbered, but that's fine. Um, Not to the point that we are actually having trouble traveling, though. We're gonna go ahead and loot the corpse of Farkas here for his last bit of items here. We still have some stuff that we could actually uh, use for our character editor for some points. But that being said, I'm also figured out that in the last episode why we have a beauty, a problem with our beauty, and it actually is in the injury history, as you can see, scarred yourself, self-inflicted, as what's actually happened. But that being said, we will actually uh, try to get ourselves healed by going to see a doctor. But that will also include us traveling to Shrouded Hills, which is going to be our first town. Let me just move my mic a little so guys could hear me better. And that being said, let's waypoint our way before we head to Shrouded Hills. And while we travel there, I want to thank all my members. Thank you, Apilux, Randamanta, Sephrod, Vel, Doug Bolden, Rafael Vega Chapa, and RL for being members at the time of recording.
Elder Joachim is staying at the inn next to the bank.
Thanks, Virgil. But yeah, you guys get to watch my videos early and some cool badges and emojis for whenever you comment, whenever I go live. So make sure that you guys are, yeah, you guys support my channel.
Joachim's room is at the end of the hall on the left.
So I wanted to thank you guys for doing that. And the rest of you guys, don't forget to like the video if you enjoy it, subscribe if you want to see more of my stuff, click on the bell to get notified for when I go live or whenever I upload stuff or make stuff premiered. That being said, let's go ahead and talk to a couple of people. The first person we want to talk to is this dude. It is a half ogre villager. Hello there. Oh, hello, good ogre. Might I ask who you are? Me? I'm Sog Meatmug. Meatmug, is that your family name? Well, of course, don't you know anything about ogre names, stranger? Ogre names tell about the person or family who's got them, and come to think of it, maybe that ain't my real name, but it's what people call me around here. Well, do you have time for more questions then, Sog? Sure, what do you want to know? What are you doing here in Shrouded Hills then? Me? Not much. I work doing odd jobs, make little coin when I need it. Mostly spend my time here in this fine inn until you're a friend. I've been just about every inn and tavern in Arcanum, and I think this is my favorite. I see. What can you tell me about Shrouded Hills? Okay, Shrouded Hills? Yeah. Not a bad place, a little boring, and about to fall asleep here. Can't go nowheres right now, though. There's some bloody thieves at the bridge. We won't let anyone out of town, charging bloody toll, and I got no money. Perhaps you should join me. I'm looking to get out of town. Sure, like a good idea. Two heads better than one, even if one of them is as drunk as mine. Let's get out of here. Okay, let's be off then. But yeah, that is our second follower. And as you can see here by our character, our max followers is right now 2. We have 2 followers. Sog Maidmug is one of the better followers available for us right now because he is actually one of the strongest characters here. Can I help you? Sog could basically carry any and all of our stuff because his encumbrance, because of his natural high strength, he is actually able to, like I said, carry most of the stuff here. The only thing we cannot let Sog carry is wine. He will drink all your wine, so make sure that he does not carry any alcohol. Not for you, anyways. That being said, it is now time for us to start um, moving stuff around between our different characters here. Sog Mead Mug, for example, will probably carry all of our items that we will use for example, for crafting. So let me just spend some time moving all of this iron, all of these extra bits of spring and saltpeter. You could actually take this amulet, saltpeter and charcoal, and move all the things around, and I'll be right back after I am done moving stuff around and see what the various people actually hold. I'll be right back. All right, I am back, and as you can see, bunch of all these useless trash here that Saw could actually carry. I also gave him a bunch of stuff that we recovered from the enemy as well, so he has a few things he could use to attack. We also have Virgil here with all of the alcohol just to be safe, and all of the quest items as well. So let's actually just make sure everything is organized. You might also notice that we also have all the gear and stuff that we are carrying. That's not a coincidence. That's a reason why that's happening. But like we said, we are heading to Elder Joachim's room at the end of the hall here. And let's see what awaits us.
Good God! What's happened here? These men, I've never seen them before.
Oh, Sog actually went up and grabbed the gun. But as you can see here, we've got a couple of bullets on this dude and some shoes. These shoes are not well worn. Okay.
I think there's a note on the floor. Perhaps you should pick it up.
Yes. Let's go ahead and do that. And make sure we grab this as well. All from the half-orc bandit. And with this note, we could read what it has to say here. Okay, Virgil. I assume you're not alone. As you can see, there are people in Shrouded Hills looking for me. Luckily for me, these fellows are easily dispatched. Do not speak with anyone about the Zeppelin crash or your new companion's involvement with it. When you're able to make your way to Tehran, check the telegram office there. I'll leave a message telling you where to contact me. Joachim.
Sorry to interrupt,
Oh.
but it seems Joachim has discovered something. These individuals seem to be part of some larger plot. A plot against you.
Yes. Don't the amulets here on these men seem familiar?
Yes, they're the same amulets we found on the orcs in those flying machines. The orcs who shot down the IFS Zephyr. Did they somehow know you were going to be on that blimp? The Elder Joachim seems to think that they know who you are. I mean, who you really are.
Ah, interesting. It looks that way. So tell me, Virgil, who exactly is this Joachim?
He is, well, someone who helped me out when I needed it.
Huh.
I met him in a small village at a Panari temple. I was, a bit down on my luck.
The poor Virgil.
He showed me that you don't always have to take what life gives you. But there's always a better path. And that it's always your choice to travel it.
Oh, that's pretty cool. What do you mean, down on your luck? What happened, man?
I'd rather not talk about it anymore.
Fine.
But Joachim is a great man. Well versed in the ways of the Panari. And also in the ways of the world. If he thinks we're in trouble, then we are. Let's get out of here and get to Tarant.
All right, Virgil. Perhaps we'll talk more of this later. And Virgil is silent, lost in his thoughts. Did the elder leave us anything? Ah, yes, he did. He left us 20 gold. Well, better than nothing. And that being said, could we nap? Oh, we didn't pay for our bed, I guess. Oh well, let's just actually make our way outside then. And you can see that here the chickens crowing already. But before we continue doing anything else, I'm gonna make sure I grab all these ginkgo roots, because that is going to be craftable. Not, C is not for craft. Tech is for craft. Let's craft all these extra bits of ginkgas into more healing items. Look at all them healing items. All right. So now that we are in this situation right now, let us make sure we're not actually having our weapons out. That's a bad idea. Let's go ahead and have a look at what the town has to offer. Over here is a bank, the first bank of Shrouded Hills. But we're actually looking for this place, Slim Pickens. Slim Pickens is a general store. And usually in a town, you have a general store, a junk dealer, and a blacksmith. Sometimes you have a gunsmith. And there's usually also somebody who's a caravan that sells things. Okay, but what sort of wares do you carry here? Take yourself a look around, sir. I got good press and lots of common stuff. Little thing no one might hear a little of everything, you know, I'd say. Let me know if you can't help you any. Can you train me to be an apprentice? Yeah, this is already the beginning of the apprentice system. So if you have any skill in a certain field, you could train an apprentice to improve that skill. I changed my mind, but care to take goods, sir? And as you can see here, he's just got a bunch of stuff. He's got swords and staves and leather armor and a couple of things that is generally very good for us to actually buy. But we're not interested in that. What we're interested in is selling all these extra things. The robe here is not the strongest robe available. So let's just go ahead and sell all these extra things like rustic fineries. We can't sell this nice suit because we started off with it. Worn shoes we could sell for a couple of coins. Same with these and these and these. Oh, no interest in these shoes then? Okay, 4 coins for this gun. Yep, this gun is the one we started off with. He won't buy it from us. And over here we have an unidentified small armor. We probably want to identify those armors first before we try to sell it. Right, and that's all the stuff we can sell over here in this shop right now. And that being said, if we sort the items like so, what am I doing? Press sort. We're still lightly encumbered, but that's fine. Let me make sure that
What is it that you want of me?
see if we could trade for some things. Oh, we got a random bit of knife here that Virgil picked up. And also, I thought that he picked up a gun or something. Yes, he did. We had a flintlock pistol on the ground here. So go ahead and see what else we have to we could actually get here. I think that's pretty much the whole thing. But I'm going to switch over to Sog for a little bit because I'm not sure if he prefers the knife or the staff. So let's actually move stuff like so. Move this over. Okay. So this means that this knife probably not the strongest knife for him to use. All right. Let us trade. And let's see if he still wants to buy this knife. Yes, he does. So the dagger sells for a bit of coin, and so will the gun, maybe? Okay, no. Fine. And that's going to be it. You might also notice that there's a locked barrel here. So if you want to, and if you were classed as a thief, you could prowl into people's house at night lockpick. And with a successful lockpick, you could basically steal your stuff back. And that's one way to play this game and just trivialize things with money. Yes, what do you want? Might I ask who you are, sir? Let me ask, please. Greetings. I'm Lloyd Gerlos, the local blacksmith. How might I help you today? A pleasure, Lloyd. Might I ask you a few questions? There we go. What services do you provide, Lloyd? Can you train me to be an apprentice? You could train me to be an apprentice in repair. 104 coins? Hardly, no. Repairs is actually a little bit useful, but you could get people to repair your stuff for, what do I say? It's for cheaper than you repairing it for yourself. I'm still in need for your services though. So what's going on around here first? I could provide that for only 10 coins. Interested? Oh, I think not. Not really. Do you have time for a few questions? What services have you provided, Lloyd? Let us trade. All right, so let's see what Lloyd has for us here. He has a large studded leather, which is super useful if we're going to go the if we're gonna have our ogre around with us for some time. But let's actually just have a look at what the rest of his shop has to offer here. There's not much, like, okay. We could buy our daggers and things, but one interesting thing that is available here, we'll definitely buy the fine hilt and guard because that's going to be useful as an item. And this is available to us for a paltry sum of 309 coins. This will let us make arrows. And if we want to actually get this, it is a fine addition to the list of schematics that we could learn. And yeah, you could learn different schematics in this game, and you could actually use those schematics if we actually spend time learning it. But the most important thing here is just, well, the hilt and the copper ring. But that being said, before we buy stuff or get any things further, can you spare a few moments? How has business been lately? Business, I suppose, is never outstanding here in Shrouded Hills. We're a small town and simple folk, but to be honest, I've had trouble getting my hands on any good ore or smithing. Hard to bring up anything out of old Bessie Toon. Oh, what's the old Bessie Toon? The Bessie Toon is an old silver mine just north of here and a little west of town. There has been silver down there for a long time, but still bring up some iron ore every once in a while. Worthless, though, as Bessie is wandering in her mind. What? Who is Bessie Toon? Huh. Well, I could tell you who she was, but I'm no good at spinning yarns. Just give me a sec, folks. Okay. I'm not good at spinning yarns. If you really want to know about old Bessie, you should talk to her son, Percival. He lives up over there in the near mine. Okay. See, what type of ore do you need? Well, sir, I'm in dire need of some pure ore. I'm not make a blade without it. If you could find me some, I'll be obliged to make your dagger out of whatever was left. Sure. Sounds like a good trade. I'll do it. Okay, farewell. And yeah, that's all we need to do right now with the blacksmith. But next up is good old Rosette. Rosette's imported goods. Let's have a chat with Rosette here. What do you want? And you are, good sir? Okay, and you are, good sir? Let me just... I'm Rosette, importer of fine goods and rarities from all over the world. Nowhere will you find a more incredible assortment of fantastical oddities from four corners of Arcanum and beyond. You're looking for something specific, yes? Fascinating. Could you, like, answer a few questions? What can reset do for you? Um, Actually, I have a few questions. Reset will do his best to answer. Where are you from? Reset is from nowhere and everywhere. A nomad scouring the land, such objects such never has been seen by the eyes. Okay, dear God, forget I ask a few more questions. What can you tell me about Shrouded Hills? Shrouded Hills? Shaw, a small town, too small for the fabulous Reset. Well, where it not his temporary financial setback, I'll leave right away. If you want to know more about this little boring place, ask about the local constable. I see. Okay, one or two more things. What sort of objects do you buy and sell? Reset sells many things, all different and all unusual. Reset is an expert in things both magical and technological. Reset can tell you, wait. Like, what exactly that makes something magical? Magical? You know, some stuffy mage casts a spell on something and makes it magical, and after that, it does strange things to people, or makes trees turn blue and grow another arm, magical. I see. And that's how does one become a stuffy mage? Become a mage? Why would you want to do that? You said would think you probably just need to chant spells a day, all day, draw runes in the dirt with a stick, or stay away from technological things. Sounds intriguing, but why do I have to stay away from technology? Magic and technologies are two sides of the same coin, yes. One of them twists nature, that being magic, and the other one uses it. Because of this, they don't work too well around one another, so one of them always seems to break the other. No, Resets has different shells for both. Okay. So, anything else I need to know about becoming a mage? Resets has many mages. There's not many mages in his time, and never there was one that wasn't too smart for his own good. Always reading books and telling Resets his amazing intellect. If a mage is anything, I suppose it would be smart. Thank you. Then I have something about technology then. Technology? Oh, Reset knows much about this. Gears and pistons and wheels and pulleys and dwarven things of old. The same sciences of man. But so is it dwarves or man? The machines of nature and its forces. Amazing contraptions to that. Okay. Can you make anyone make these things? Yes, I'm not an expert in the sciences, but all it takes is much study in one of the technological disciplines to become proficient in their ways. But stay away from mages and all things magical. Why do I need to stay away from magical things then? Magic and yeah. Questions are more about technology, but a few more general questions. But yeah, it's so this is the beginning. Like Reset is quite an important character because he basically introduces you to the game concept of why magic and technology don't get along, and why elves who are magically inclined don't get along with dwarves who are technologically inclined. So immediately we're into like a bit of lore already. You could tell from the character building and from the choices here. But yeah, anyways, I'd like to talk to you about some business matters though. What could you tell me about, well, are you interested in trading first of all? And now we could start selling stuff. We'll sell this random gun for 3 coins. Yes, no need for bows, but these shoes and these other shoes, these shirts for 17. He'll also buy these amulets as well, so might as well sell them. But yeah, he'll buy stuff that most people won't, so that's actually interesting. And junk dealers will also usually sell things that are, say, if you look through here, technologically inclined. Let me just slowly move this then. Okay, gears and rags and basically junk. Then we could make treasure out of these trashes. And that being said, we have 400 gold now. So let's just move away and get over here. Oh, the man before you is a youngish gnome dressed in a well-made suit. Excuse me, but I couldn't help but notice you're new here in town. I've heard about the IFS Zephyr. Were you on the blimp when it crashed? I'd rather not speak of it. I'm rather traumatized by the affair. Please, sir, I might know. Were you on the blimp or not? I have a very good reason for wanting you to know. I beseech you. And I told you I'd rather not speak of it. Good day. Yep. He seems taken aback by your response. No need to be rude, sir. I suppose you were staying here in Shrouded Hills? And I didn't get to read the rest, but that's fine. But yeah, the interaction with this gnome could go several different ways, but spoiler alert, the ending result doesn't really matter. And okay, we have a whatchamacallit, human villager here. I'm looking for training as an apprentice. Firearms, please. 104 course point. Yes, sir. Thank you, and may your watches be untroubled. May I ask your name, though? I'm called Doc Roberts in these parts. Who might you be? I'm Myth. Well, Myth, if there's nothing else, I'll be thanking you to get along. Can you train me to be an expert in firearms, sir? You do not have the necessary skill to be an expert yet. I would like to be healed. Yes, most assuredly, sir. You've been most kind. And I think that's good enough. I'm not sure if that will... there we go. Treated our injuries of our scars. And that would mean that, yes, our beauty has gone back up. And people's reactions will be a little bit better now. Yep. Any work to be had around here? Okay, this weathered old man looks you over as if appraising potential you might accidentally possess. Well, there might be something if you don't mind putting your hide in danger's way. Well, I'm not averse to a bit of danger, so provided the pay is right. Okay, so word has reached me that the Bone Gang is coming to rob the bank. Too bad for them that my money happens to be there too. So what do you need me for? I could use someone to watch my back, and there ain't no one worth their salt in this town. That sounds intriguing. So what would you pay for my help? Well, that depends, Myth. Do you fancy yourself a magicier or a scientician? And we could go with magical arts and the ways of technology or the middle ground. The best answer here, as far as I'm concerned, is middle ground, because it gives you the best weapon, I would say. Being the town Sawbones, I've inherited quite an arsenal of exotic weapons, so wandering and whatnot. I take whatever they may have in pay. You understand? Well, I think I have, yes, a finely made battle axe. I'll give it to you afterwards, if you back me up when the trouble starts. Okay. I'm intrigued by your offer. What I need to do? To meet me in front of the bank. I'll be keeping an eye out for trouble starts. When it does, I'll expect you by my side. Fine, I'll see you then. And let's move closer to the bank. There's the constable over next by the well, but we won't be talking to him as of yet. I will save just in case before we talk with Doc here. There you are. Are you ready to throw in with me? I haven't seen the boys roll into town yet, but that doesn't mean they aren't already here. Sure, I'm ready. Oh, wait, I don't think so. I need to get along, yep. Because I've forgotten that we are still lightly encumbered. So let me just talk to Sog for a little bit. And there we go, no longer encumbered. And we'll also give this note over to Virgil here so we have some space. And one more thing is we'll switch over back to Sog, give him this. Yep. And let's have a look at our character for one more time before we jump in. we have a couple of options now. We could either increase our dexterity to improve our firearms capabilities, or we could improve our perception by 10, 11, 12. No, we can't do that as of yet. But let's improve our firearms by 1 at the very least. No, we need to improve our perception. Right, so let's keep things as is for now. And saves quick save with F7. Yep, I'm ready. I'm with you. And let's actually run into the bank. And yeah, let's get ourselves using our melee stuff then. Okay, that's one bank robber down. Let's get started on another. And now we will start slashing this robber. Very nice. Right. Okay. Oh yeah, I owe you something, don't I? Well, here we go. And I don't have much experience with thanking people, but thanks. Pleasure doing business. Well, I'll be seeing you around, perhaps. Good luck. Good day to you. All right, and we got ourselves a nice big axe here. And this axe now belongs to good old Sog. And we could actually grab the staff, maybe, and this before we do anything else. And also, we probably want to loot the corpses of these people because their stuff is worth money. Pocket watches and all these things. Wait a minute. Why are there naked corpses looking weird? Oh well. Let's not question things. But as you can see here, we have a heavy wool cloth clothes, and we could also tell if it's actually of any use.
What is it that you want of me?
Is if we could trade it, for example, over here, and you can see that okay, the stats is not better than what the robes have to offer. So yeah, that being said, let's just head straight over to the shops to sell all these extra things. And yeah, I will be okay, come on. Yeah, this is one of the issues of the game, I think. Head over to the shops first. Okay. And yeah. And you'll notice that I'm not sure if this is obvious, but the prices are a little bit better than before. Like, see? What about this? Like this is a rusted revolver for 66 coins. Yep, so let's just sell them. This is going to be relatively nice. Sell. So the rusty dagger. Does he want our pocket watch? No. And what about our staff? 2 coins. Okay. All right. That's one bit of things. One more thing that is out of the way. That being said, we have a few things we could do in this town. But let's head back to Reset. Oh yeah. One other thing that we could actually try talking to Lloyd about. Can you spare a few moments? What services do you provide? Any news? No, I think not. Good day. I think let me just look at our character. One of the things that we haven't increased yet that we probably will need to is persuasion. So if we head to this category and just pick persuasion as one of the skills, we could actually go one more into persuasion. You're telling the truth. The skill is dependent on your charisma. Yep, but we don't need to do that yet. But if we now talk to him, what services do you provide? Any rumors from the trade routes? Okay, I think not. I must be going. Oh well, I guess I didn't have enough high of a rank in persuasion as I thought that I did. I could get more persuasion, but we'll see if that is going to become necessary or not. Do you have a moment, Rosette? Can you tell me about this ring? Interesting. Finely made piece of jewelry. What exactly do you want from Rosette? What is it made out of? And I'm not quite sure, but Rosette would say this is made out of silver, a fine grade as well. Not the way it shines. Rosette would also say it was nowhere near shrouded hills. Nothing of such quality could have come from this place. But where was such silver mined then? Definitely not the Bessie Toon mines here in Shrouded Hills. Bessie Toon, ha! I spit on Bessie Toon in Shrouded Hills. Yeah, easy, Rosette. Let's talk about the initials GB. GB? No one that I know. Plus, it's impossible that I'm someone in Shrouded Hills would own such high quality piece of jewelry. More likely they'd melt it down and use it for nails. Oh, the thought. How Rosette has languished here, my friend. Would anyone else in town know who might it belong to? Well, just a minute, friend. Perhaps Rosette has some questions for you. Like, what does someone like yourself come such a piece as this? I was given to me by a victim of a blimp crash. Blimp crash? What crash? No one dares the decency tell Rosette what tragedy strikes. Are you alright? Were there any survivors? No, it seems like I'm the only lucky soul. Ah, I see. Oh, Rosette is always one to help those in need. Take this small donation. Rosette is a businessman, but he has a heart as well. Tell me. What is it? What is an object that seems, well, unclaimed? Okay. Were there any objects that were seemed well unclaimed? I think most of what is there will need to be sent to relatives. Of course, of course. I'm only talking for the sake of the poor, the deceased. Rosette would never think of the rife through which objects of the dead. Now, if I have something to bring up objects of interest to Rosette, yes, well, business is business. Ah, man, after Rosette's heart. Now, what else might we help you with? Yeah. What about the imprint of P. Schuyler and Sons? P. Schuyler and Sons, a very important piece of this puzzle, eh, my friend? Rosette has been very free with information, no? What do you have to offer, Rosette? Okay. Oh, but Rosette, you've been nothing but helpful and very knowledgeable. Yes, flattery will get you everywhere with Rosette. But Rosette is not so easily thwarted, my silver-tongued friend. Now, what about Rosette? What about what Rosette might need in return? Okay, what exactly do you want? Well, Rosette is a collector of strange and wonderful things. Perhaps there are a few objects you could add to Rosette's collection? Okay, what are you looking for exactly? Okay, two things actually. If you were able to look at a camera, the technological wonder, or something of Bessie Toon's, Rosette might tell you about P. Schuyler and Sons and where you might find them. Okay, sounds fair. I'll return with one or both. Trading the camera away here is a very bad idea. So, do you have a moment? If you let us trade, sir, I have to be very careful here not to accidentally click stuff. The pocket watch is worth 34 coins, so Let's sell it to Reset. And this is worth 2. And we could also sell the Dwarven armor for 103 coins as well, the small armor. The question is, do we want to identify it first? There's a chance that identifying it will make it worth less. So I might actually just sell it to him right now. And we don't have anybody we want to actually use it on as of yet. And with that, we are no longer encumbered. And I think that is an interesting point in the story as well. Let me look at and see if Doc Roberts has returned to his place of domicile. Let's have a chat here. I'm leaving now. All right. So that's not even half of the things that are available to do in Shrouded Hills, though. So that being said, let us move away and look at some of the houses here. Why are you not opening? Okay. Oh, it's locked. Oh, well. So let's actually head over here then. This is Galen's Herbs. Let's talk to Galen. Hi, Galen. I'm looking for work. Do you require assistance with anything? This town is small and my needs are few. There's nothing I need and an outsider to do for me. Looks over seemed distant and thoughtful for a moment. But you appear a traveler. Tell me, do you wander far? I'm just only beginning my journey. I don't know how far it will go. Yep. Well then, if you're wandering, if you ever come across an elven amulet engraved with the name Natala upon its face, I would ask that you return it to me. It's an old family heirloom stolen generations ago. Well, where do you think it may be? I have not the slightest inkling over its whereabouts. I cannot fathom why I have ever told you of it. Perhaps these many years have confused my mind. Well, no matter. If you do happen upon it, I would reward you handsomely. Now, is there anything more I could do for you? Well, can I look at your trade goods, at least? And as you can see here, she has a fortifier and fuel for us to buy. These are actually interesting buys. I'll definitely buy the fuel. Fortifiers are interesting as well. And there's not much else we're going to do with money. So if we look at our inventory, let's go ahead and place this like so. So we learned a new schematic for fuel and fortifier. And that's going to be our main source of our spendings over here. But if we look at our tech, you could look at these display learned mechanics. We use these when you buy technology degrees. And this is found schematics. So if you look around at the found stuff, you can see that if you have at least 1 degree in chemistry, or at least 10 in chemistry, and with a Warham's Aquavitae, among other things, you could make a fortifier, as well as fuel. But you can make fuel out of wine and brewer's yeast. Okay, not to encourage anything of that sort in the real world. Let's just leave here. And there's a couple of things that we could actually do as well while we are here. But I do believe that's going to be it for this episode. Next time when we see each other, I'm going to talk to the constable and ask if he has anything for us to do. And that being said, it's me, I'm Biggy, and I'll be back next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.